Welcome everybody, it's Joey Constant, also known as Constant Plays, and to my right, he really shouldn't need an introduction. If you don't know who this is, I don't know what to tell you. Two-time NBA champion, McDonald's All-American, NCAA champion, Quinn Cook. How you feeling today, man?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. First things first, we're gonna talk about the reason that we here. 9th annual Quinn Cook camp. You've done so much for community. You're coming back, dropping knowledge to the kids. What's your reason? What's your why?
I was just in their shoes. I was a kid dreaming, looking up to, my teachers, my coaches, my idols I saw on TV, whatever it was. And just anytime somebody gave me some advice, I always wanted to listen. I always wanted to be respectful, and it helped me in the long run. And I always told myself, when I got older, when I got a platform, I wanted to give back to the community for the better. So, once I got out of college and I had some time to do it, my aunt, my mom, my sister, we all put it together, and this should be 10 years, obviously with COVID, but 10 years later, we're still here. So it's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling. The kids are amazing and their future is bright. We're really doing a good thing here, y'all. The staff is amazing. We just finished day 4.
Yeah.
Last day tomorrow, and I'm super excited. But
yeah.
I'm gonna give you some trivia a little bit. I'm gonna hit you with something. So recently, your former teammate KD, he came out and said the 6'2" and under guard is kind of expiring as a starter. Maybe as a backup if you're scrappy or really skilled. Do you agree with that, seeing as you made a lengthy, successful career being that skilled guard on your team?
Yeah, but to his point, there's different waves in the NBA. Sometimes they'll look for the super athletic guard. At the time, my draft, they were looking for the Derrick Roses, the Russell Westbrooks, the bigger guards who was super, super athletic. So guys who kind of play under the rim, we weren't as valued. And now Steph kind of changed it to, Steph and Clay to shooting. So now later in my career, shooters were and now it's hybrid, forwards. So the centers are kind of we're extinct for a little bit. Obviously you have your Jokic, your Embiids, but the back to the basket centers, small ball. But now it's kind of going back to we're about to get traditional fours. If you look at OKC, they have a traditional 4 in Chet, and then you have a traditional 5 in Hartenstein. So you know what I'm saying? Miles Turner. It goes in waves. So I understand what he's saying, but there's undersized guys. You got your Brunson, you have your Peyton Pritchards, Trae Young. You got so many guys who are still successful at that height. So we'll be back.
Yeah,
we'll be back
soon. It's definitely waves. I understand. The big man kind of did go away for a little bit.
Exactly.
Now this is a question I've been waiting to ask you. That 2020 bubble ring.
Yeah.
Now it irritates me already when I hear analysts or just random people online saying it's a Mickey Mouse ring, it doesn't count. But you were in there, you sacrificed, you had to be away from your family, you put in the work. So how does that make you feel hearing that from just anybody?
It doesn't matter. I mean, the ring still says the same. The banner in the Staples Center says the same, or crypto, whatever they call it now, says the same. So, I mean, people just like to argue sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I respect it. I thought, that's the freshest basketball we've seen, because there's no travel. There's no extracurricular activities. It's literally just
it's authentic,
room,
just
hoops, literally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was super, super fresh. Obviously, there's nothing harder than going on the road in the playoffs and getting a win in somebody else's building. So I get that part, but the no traveling and stuff like that, I thought it was cool. And everybody's out their comfort zone. Usually, people have their routine. You're with your family, you're with your guys, whatever. You got your routine. There, you had to, switch it up. So.
It was different.
And it was a unique championship. We haven't seen a championship ever like that. So to be a part of something that's never been done before, hopefully will never happen again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need that.
I look at it a different way. So.
For sure. What's something like a deep dive into the bubble that you think the public doesn't know? I know you guys are very isolated. It was a lot of tests. You couldn't really eat together. But what's something you feel like the common person doesn't know about the bubble? I
mean, we literally say we're on the 15th floor. The Nuggets are right below us, and the Clippers, who are our supposed to be rivals that whole season, they're on the 18th floor. So we're literally
it's like a hotel.
We're in game 5, and we're eating breakfast next to each other. Obviously we had our little separate Lakers room, whatever, but we literally were together. I remember seeing Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. They had a crazy first round game. I think both had 50, whatever it was.
Yeah, Jamal Murray was going
like,
crazy.
I think they had an early game too, and we were headed to our game. Like I seen them like outside, like eating together. Like you know what I'm saying? These guys just put on a show for the world, and like they're sitting there eating. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was pretty unique because it's like it's something that like we never saw before.
Never.
You know, you just see like for me, like I'm a basketball super fan, so like I'm seeing guys who I idolize. Like I'm just walking by, like it's just. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a big AAU camp. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun. It was fun.
It seems like a good vibe. The bubble was definitely a different time, historic, and you guys deserve your credit for that ring. So I don't like hearing that. But you talked about your second ring. I want to hear about your first one.
Yeah.
Being part of arguably one of the best teams in NBA history. Can you just talk about the run you guys went on that year, your experience, and kind of Warriors culture? Because I know playing in Oracle was crazy around that time.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I got there 2017. They had already won 2 championships, three straight finals appearances. I mean, obviously, when Kevin got there, we kind of ran through that first year. So we were getting everybody's best shot. It was fun. We were everybody's Super Bowl. You know, when we lost, like
everybody was surprised.
You know what I'm saying?
It was because of it.
It was fun though because like you saw challenges like throughout the year. Like Steph went down early, so we had to figure it out. There was a period one time in March where Kevin was out, Clay was out, Steph was out, and Draymond was in and out. So like we had to figure it out. And we're still like, look, like we're trying to get the number 1 seed. So we're trying to win these games, and we're getting everybody's best shot. We end up getting the 2nd seed because Houston was very vocal about building a team to match with us. And James was on another planet that year. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
Going crazy.
Him and CP3, they were
going crazy, bro. And they had a great nucleus around them too. With great coaches. So it was tough, man. Like Steph started, he missed the whole first round against the Spurs. Got him back, I think game 2 of New Orleans, the second round. I think he came off the bench too, which was weird.
Yeah, we're not used to that.
Yeah, we played a good New Orleans team, a great New Orleans team actually. And then we got to play Houston in the Western Conference Finals.
That was a tough
We got down 3-2, you know what I'm saying? Going back to game 6, I missed a shot to tie it up, and we ended up losing. So I'm like, dang, we down 3-2 the year I get here. Like, come on, bro. Like,
it was like a little shaky.
And then people don't remember this. Like, game 6 in Oracle, we was down like 15 in the first quarter, 15, 16.
Early.
I'm like, oh, it might be raps. But I mean, Chris ain't played that game.
Yeah, Chris got hurt.
Guys, locked in. We ended up blowing them out that game, and obviously, Game 7, there's nothing like it. Going to Houston and beating them to go to the finals, man. That was pretty cool. And then obviously we played against, my idol LeBron in the finals, which is dope.
Yeah.
So it came full circle, man, and great run that we had for sure.
Yeah, obviously. What was going through your mind? You win your first NBA championship. It was surreal. I mean, you did it in college. You won a national championship there, but your first NBA one. What's going through your head after you won that?
Man, you just reminisce like of the journey. Like you think about the journey. Like I remember, I don't really listen to naysayers and stuff, but like I say like not getting drafted. So obviously there's 30 teams who passed them. So 30 GMs or 30 owners, whatever, don't believe. You know what I'm saying? I was good enough to get drafted, right? You got to trick yourself sometimes. Then I go to the G League and get MVP, Rookie of the Year, whatever, but I didn't get called up that first year. So it's like, all right, I got to keep getting better.
Yeah.
Then I get on the 10-day contract, get cut. Another 10-day contract, get cut.
Gotta keep going.
Get invited to another training camp, get cut. So I just was reflecting on the journey, and I just kept working. A lot of times I come home and, people just, trying to be honest with me, man, you need to go overseas, like get some money. Like, but no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I woke up, you know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to overseas, but like I didn't have overseas players on my wall. I didn't read about, overseas. Like I was an NBA. Like I wanted to go to the NBA. So I was determined on getting there. Like I would take a no for an answer. And I stayed ready, I stayed working, and God put me in the right spot and I was ready. And Steph went down early, man, and obviously you don't want anybody to get hurt, but it's a part of the story, it's a part of the sport, man. And Steph was with me through the whole thing, like encouraging me, giving me wisdom. Like he started sitting next to me on a plane, just we'll watch film together and stuff like that. And like Steph Curry's arguably the best point guard ever. I got the best point guard ever, giving me knowledge and really like showing me, the way. So I took my game to another level, man. And Steve Kerr believed in me. So I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
Awesome. And you've been staying active still. I mean, I see you in Philly giving Gillian Wallow buckets, 52-piece. He was going crazy. But just talk about your connection with those guys and how much of the time you had over there. It looked fun.
Yeah, I met Gilly a couple years ago. He's a super sports fan. Like, he knows obviously.
Eagles.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big time sports fan. So he knows his players. I think we ran into each other, whatever. But my brother Najee Marshall set the game up. And it was dope. We had a DC versus Philly game a couple years ago. They got us. So me and Najee been talking about that. So he wanted Philly back. So he got in contact with, obviously, Gilly and Wallow. They got the team together. They pumped the game up on the internet, talking crazy, but it was all love, all respect. You know how people troll and people mess around, but like Gilly, like, he respects like the craft. He respects the sport. And that's dope, man. Wallow does the same thing. And that entire game, man, they made everybody in the building feel special. Like, they was talking to everybody, like talking trash, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys of that stature don't do that. And a guy like Najee to come back and put a game on for the kids. He had the girls, the best girls in the area first. He had the babies play. He had Ant Brown, George Smith, Bivens play. Like, you know what I'm saying? He took his platform to get to them. So I'm definitely excited or happy that he did that and excited for what's to come.
Yeah, for sure. I also see you in the Pitts League. How was that to compete back home in the DMV area? And how much does your hometown mean to you in general?
Yeah, I mean, my hometown is everything. Like, I've lived a lot of places, but there's nothing like home. My brother, Pettis, he runs the Pitts League, so I always try to, support, pop out for a couple games. My guy, Eric Green, probably one of the best scorers ever. I play on his team, so I work on my floor general, getting him the ball, getting assists, and just staying in shape, man. We got some great competition here, great talent, so, and they go at us. Like, they go at us. They know that we play in the NBA, so it's not, you can't just go out there BSing, man, because you're going to get cooked. So, just definitely keep me in shape, man, and I'm going to keep popping out as much as I can.
So, I mean, you played with some of the greatest players in NBA history, Curry, Bron, KD. What's something that you've seen up close from them that separates them that people may not know, either on or off the court?
The attention to detail on being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are, freak of natures, like, athletically. They're just, like, you can't really describe, like, obviously they are who they are. You're talking about Steph Curry, Bron, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Clay, Draymond. Like, these players are, like, created differently already, but the consistency on how they work, it was, like, so surprising to me. Like, growing up, man, like, I've seen so many talented players, and they work hard, because, like, you gotta work hard to get through practice sometimes. You gotta work hard to get to certain spots, but, some players work harder than others, and, like, those guys, like they work like they're trying to make the team. I remember being an undrafted rookie on a training camp deal, trying to make the team with the Cavs, and I remember, like, everybody's telling me, you gotta be the first in the gym, blah, 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 blah. So I remember getting there, like, I took pride in always trying to be the first in the gym. And I can never be LeBron to the gym. LeBron was always, and this is 4 MVPs later, 3 championships, you know what I'm saying? Like, he already, like, was LeBron, but he was working like he was trying to make the team. Like, I was trying to make the team, but he was working like he was in my position. So just to see something like that, it's like LeBron James, the greatest player ever, he's working hard, you know what I'm saying? So it just flows through the team, and that's why those guys, Steph's the same way, Kevin's the same way. Kevin's been like that since we were kids. So, I mean, it's just something that I'm so appreciative of.
Yeah, awesome. And then, I mean, you were the last Duke team to win a national championship, regardless of all the talent they've had over the years. I mean, besides you averaging 15 in March Madness, and you setting the record, you 8th in Duke all-time threes. Besides that, what was so special about that group in 2015?
Our team camaraderie, man. It wasn't forced. Some coaches have to, like, force you to do team bonding activities and do this and that, like, but it was just genuine. Like, it was genuine, it was fun. Obviously, every Duke team that I've ever been on was super, super talented, but that was the closest. We had each other's back, and, like, I had been through it. Like, I lost in the first round twice. I was a couple possessions away from the Final Four my sophomore year. So, I mean, like, I just left it with no regrets as a leader. for me. And guys, like, we love the moment. Like, I remember going to Wisconsin. That team was experienced, just lost in the Final Four. We go to Wisconsin and beat them there. Like, we just love those moments. We swept Carolina. You know how big those games are. So, like, we were primed for the big games of March Madness. So, you know, we took it one game at a time. It's the first of 6, but sometimes you get caught up in the hypothetical, like, all right, if we win here, we can see this team. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in it's March Madness. Like, we all do that. Fill out brackets and stuff.
For sure.
We just took it literally one game at a time. And Coach K, I mean, we're going to be the most prepared. Like, we might not be the most talented. We might not be the best, but Duke will always be the most prepared. So, yeah, I mean, we got a good run. We got hot, you know, at the best time, and we end up winning it.
That's good. Was Coach K's methods, were they unorthodox? How is he from a day-to-day, like on practice?
Like I said about Kevin Durant, LeBron, the attention to detail, and just being consistent. Like, he prepared for Hampton the same way he prepared for North Carolina. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can be like, man, we play whoever. Like, no disrespect to any school. I'm just saying, like,
can't write nobody off.
Yeah, a mid-major, a low major, we'll scrimmage a D2 school every year. And, like, we're preparing for that team like we're preparing for the national championship. And it's literally the same preparation. And you just see, like, how he is. I mean, he just knows, like, he sees plays before plays. Like, you think of, like, when you think of, like, Chris Paul, you think of, like, the best point guards. Like, they see Rondo. They see plays before they happen. Like, I never really saw that as a coach. Like, he sees things before it happens. He's a wizard. But, like, my high school coach, Mike Jones, like, he got me ready for that. Steve Smith got me ready for that. So, man, when I got there, it was an easy transition because I had been getting coached like that, you know, before.
That's awesome. Quinn, I appreciate you coming and
you the man, bro. You got a bright future in this, dog.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Quinn Cook, y'all, no other things to say. Day 5, last day tomorrow, we gonna get it done. We got a lot of stuff in tune for y'all. Appreciate you for coming.
Hey, y'all tell him bring me back on the show, man.
He coming back next year. Year 10. Year 10.
Sure.
We'll catch y'all later.